Lazy girl.
How dare you slap my wife? If you ever try it next time.
My son will not marry this girl. She's a lazy girl.
Amara had always known that love could be complicated, but she never imagined it would start like this. She was Igbo, from a small, quiet town in Enugu State, and Kunle was Yoruba, proudly born and raised in Ibadan. They met far away from home, in Canada, where Amara was juggling school and part-time work, while Kunle finished his studies and landed a good job. After 2 years together, Kunle decided it was time. He wanted to take Amara home, to introduce her to his parents, start the traditional process, and begin planning the life they had been dreaming about. Amara wanted that too, but insisted she needed to return to Nigeria first, to tell her own parents. Kunle insisted otherwise. "Let's meet my people first," he said. "You'll tell your parents after. It will make things easier." They argued for days, but eventually, out of love, Amara agreed. When they finally landed in Nigeria, tired and excited, nothing prepared Amara for what happened next. Kunle's mother had no idea her son was returning with a woman. The moment they stepped into the compound, she rushed out, smiling at first, but the smile disappeared when she saw Amara. She didn't greet her. She didn't even hide it. "Kunle," she demanded, "who is this woman you brought to my house?" Kunle frowned. "Mommy, won't you at least welcome us first?" "I welcomed you," she snapped. "I did not welcome her. Who is she?" Kunle took a deep breath. "This is the woman I want to marry." The words only made things worse. "Marry who?" she shouted. "From where?" Kunle hesitated, then answered softly. "She is Igbo, from Enugu." His mother hissed loudly. "Kunle, have you lost your senses? You cannot go abroad and pick anything you see there. I have kept good Yoruba girls for you. You will choose from them, not this one." Amara's heart broke. Shame washed over her. She felt small, unwanted, insulted. She wanted to leave immediately, but Kunle held her hand, apologizing over and over, trying to beg his mother, trying to calm everyone down. But the damage was already done. The next morning, before the sun fully rose, Amara packed her bags and left for her parents' home, confused, embarrassed, and unsure of what her future with Kunle would now look like. When Amara reached Enugu, her parents welcomed her like a treasure that had just returned from a long journey. They cooked her favorite meals, asked her questions, laughed with her, and almost threw a mini celebration simply because their daughter was home. For the first time since arriving in Nigeria, Amara felt peace. She felt seen. She felt like a queen in her own father's house. The next day, Kunle arrived. He came with a nervous heart, unsure of how he would be received, but Amara's parents surprised him. They welcomed him with wide smiles, warm words, and open arms. They didn't care that he was Yoruba. They didn't care about tribe or region. What mattered to them was simple. Their daughter was in love, and she had chosen him. So they treated him like a son. They served him food, asked about his journey, his plans, his family, and his work. Kunle felt so comfortable that he didn't even want to leave that same evening. He lodged in a nearby hotel, and for the first time in days, he slept peacefully. From that hotel room, he made a decision. He wasn't going back to Ibadan immediately. But of course, he had to face home at some point. And when he finally returned, the fight with his mother was waiting. Kunle tried to reason with her. He told her how good Amara was, how hardworking, respectful, and brilliant she was. He told her how happy she made him, how complete he felt with her. But his mother remained adamant. Her face hardened. Her heart refused to bend. "No Yoruba son of mine will marry an Igbo girl," she declared. Kunle was tired, done, exhausted. After days of arguments, he finally stood his ground. "If you don't allow me to marry Amara," he said calmly, "I will go back to the States. If you see me again, fine. If you don't, take it like that." His words shocked her. For the first time, fear touched her eyes. She didn't want to lose him, so she gave a condition, one she thought would frustrate the relationship. "Let the girl come and stay with us," she said. "1 week or 2. Let me see her character. Let me know the person you want to marry." Kunle agreed, but added a warning. "If she's not comfortable, she will not do it." When he told Amara, she wasn't surprised. "I can stay," she said softly, "but your mother doesn't like me. I don't want trouble." Her mother overheard the conversation and stepped in gently. "My daughter, go," she said. "Stay for a week. If you feel uncomfortable, come back home. Love is not easy, but sometimes we must fight for it." And so the decision was made. Amara would go to Ibadan to face the mother of the man she loved, to prove herself in a home that didn't want her. When Amara arrived at Kunle's family home in Ibadan, she had hoped the worst was behind her. But immediately, Kunle's mother opened the door. Her expression said it all: cold, harsh, unwelcoming. She didn't even pretend. Kunle took Amara's hand gently and led her to his room. His mother burst into anger instantly. Why will you take her to your room?" Her voice echoed through the house. "She is not your wife yet. She will sleep in the guest room." After a heated argument, Kunle and Amara gave in. Amara moved to the guest room. That night, Kunle's mother cooked a full meal. But she didn't give Amara even a spoonful. Kunle had to sneak out of the compound to buy food for her. It broke his heart, but Amara kept smiling and saying she would be fine. At 5 a.m., barely an hour after dawn, Kunle's mother banged on Amara's door. "Stand up. Come and see the compound." She dragged the girl outside and began showing her chores: sweeping, fetching water, scrubbing floors. Before noon, she brought out cooked yam. "Pound it." Amara froze. She had never pounded yam in her life. She tried. She struggled. Sweat soaked her wrapper. Her arms shook. When Kunle walked in and saw her misery, he grabbed the pestle. "Leave it. I'll finish it." His mother hissed loudly. "This is what you want to marry, Anne? Someone that cannot pound ordinary yam?" Kunle pulled her aside. "Next time she gives you things like this, tell her no," he whispered. "You don't have to do everything." But Amara couldn't. Her heart was too gentle. She couldn't tell the mother no. She didn't want Kunle to fight because of her. So she kept everything to herself. Silent suffering. Hidden pain. One afternoon, Amara was feeling weak. She lay down to rest. Kunle's mother called her. Once, twice, 3 times. Amara didn't hear. Her body had given up. The woman stormed into the room, grabbed Amara by the wrapper, and slap. "Stand up! Come and sweep! Lazy girl!" Amara staggered, shocked, speechless. Kunle heard the commotion and rushed in. When he saw the mark on Amara's face, he lost control. "Mummy, what is this? Why would you hit her?" His mother shouted louder. "Ask her." I called her. She refused to answer me. Kunle's voice shook with rage. "If you ever lay your hands on my wife again, that will be the last day you'll see me." That was all it took. Kunle's mother stormed out, screaming like the whole world offended her. This Igbo girl has used juju. She has turned my son against me. She ran into the street crying, calling the neighbors. People gathered. The village elders came out. Everybody wanted to know what happened. Kunle held Amara, who was crying quietly, trembling. The noise grew louder. The mother wailed harder. "This girl has bewitched my son. A girl from the east will now turn him against the mother that carried him for 9 months. Kunle's uncles had to intervene. They summoned Kunle, his mother, and Amara. Amara sat in Kunle's room, crying while the elders called his mother to explain. "What exactly did the girl do?" one uncle asked. Kunle's mother raised her voice instantly. "I called her. She refused to answer. She was lying down when she's supposed to come and take broom. That is why I slapped her." The elders stared at her in disbelief. "You slapped her because she didn't hear you? You slapped someone else's daughter? You made her do work she's not used to? You didn't even give her food?" One uncle shook his head. "That girl has been working since she came. You don't know her background. You don't know if she ever did this kind of work. She respects you. She tries for you. That is not how to treat someone's child." But Kunle's mother remained stubborn. "No problem. All of you are now on her side. You have joined her to bewitch my son, but my son will never marry her." Silence. Then Kunle spoke. "If I cannot marry Amara, then you will never see me again. I will leave this house today." His mother broke down dramatically. "No, you cannot leave me. You cannot throw away your mother." The elders sighed deeply. "Everyone should calm down. Let us decide the next step." After the elders told Kunle's mother to keep quiet, they turned to her again and asked the final question. "Will you allow your son to marry Amara?" With anger boiling in her voice, she shouted, "No, never. My son can never marry that Igbo girl. I have already kept my friend's daughters for him. Those are the ones he should marry, not this girl who cannot cook, cannot pound yam, who has bewitched my son." The elders sighed, tired and disappointed. They turned to Kunle. "Kunle, the decision is now yours. Whatever choice you make, we stand behind you." Kunle stood up immediately and walked out. He went straight to Amara, who was in tears in his room. He held her hand firmly. "Pack your things. We're leaving." Within minutes, they packed everything and left the village. They lodged in a hotel that night, and by morning, they were already on a flight to Lagos. For one whole week, Kunle and Amara lived quietly, enjoying peace for the first time since they arrived in Nigeria. Back in the village, Kunle's mother cried day and night. Their phones were switched off. She couldn't reach them. She ran from one elder's house to another, shouting, "Amara has taken my son. She has charmed him. Please bring back my son." But nobody listened. Everyone was tired of her stubbornness. Until one day, she collapsed and was rushed to the hospital. The news reached Kunle through one of his uncles. Kunle and Amara returned immediately. At the hospital, Kunle's mother broke down completely when she saw them. My son, please don't leave me again. I am sorry. I don't want to disappoint my friend, but I see now that I have wronged you. Amara, my daughter, forgive me. Please forgive me." She cried and held Amara's hands, but Amara, hurt and still healing, simply nodded and left the room. She wasn't ready to forgive yet. Amara returned to her parents' house to rest. Days later, Kunle and his mother visited again, this time with humility and sincere apology. They begged and begged. Eventually, Amara forgave her. Arrangements began. Kunle's family came for introduction. Bride price was paid. Then they held a simple and beautiful court wedding. Amara moved into Kunle's house, not with the mother, and for the first time, they experienced true peace. 1 month later, they returned to Canada together, happily married and free from the troubles of the past. Life in Canada was different. For the first time in months, Amara and Kunle woke up without fear of insults, arguments, or tribal battles. Their small apartment was warm, peaceful, and filled with laughter, the kind of laughter they couldn't enjoy back home. Kunle made it his mission to make Amara forget every pain she had ever experienced. Amara, in return, poured her love into their home, learning his Yoruba dishes, teaching him Igbo traditions, and blending their worlds perfectly. Months passed, and their marriage only grew stronger. One evening, while they were eating dinner, Kunle's phone rang. It was his mother. He hesitated, looked at Amara, and she nodded gently. "Pick it." When he answered, his mother's voice was calm, softer than ever. "My son, my daughter," she said. "I thank you both for forgiving me. I was blinded. I almost destroyed my own family. Thank you for standing together. Thank you for not letting my foolishness separate you. Amara smiled. Mommy, we've moved on, she replied. And for the first time, Kunle's mother called her my daughter. From that day, the relationship began to heal. With time, Kunle's mother truly accepted her, even bragged to her friends about her beautiful Igbo daughter-in-law who is wiser than her age. Love had won. Not tribe, not pride, not tradition. A year later, Amara and Kunle welcomed their first child, a baby girl with the calm spirit of her mother and the bright eyes of her father. They named her Anwuli Temitope, meaning joy is enough. Their families came together. The same elders who judged them now celebrated them. The same mother who rejected Amara now carried the baby like gold. The same village that mocked the relationship now told the story proudly, is greater than love does not know tribe. Love only knows heart. And as Kunle and Amara stood watching their families play with their newborn daughter, they held each other and whispered, "We won."